Hello everyone, I'm Tyler, and we are now approaching the end of yet another year on my channel. This year saw some neat changes. I did a few more live streams, and I've really enjoyed coming up with the format and making the Retro Game Find videos. There are several times when I'm working on several different projects at once. It is actually kind of refreshing for me to be able to record one of these videos and post it with very little post-production required. So it has been my pleasure to produce these videos for you guys. Not only are they fun to make, the most time they take is actually going out and finding the retro games. And it's becoming harder and harder to do that because my game collection has expanded greatly, and it's getting harder and harder to find things that either I don't have or I can afford. But overall, I'm happy to see that you guys have been tuning into them, and I really like seeing your guys' comments. I decided for my end of the year video that I would showcase some of my favorites and some of the best retro game finds I found this year. So let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so here was my big find. I always like to get cheap devices and, just unofficial hardware or even sanctioned hardware for all these older consoles. So here's the tutorial video. I can't wait to watch this. That label's on upside down. Huh. Well, I can't wait to watch this. Maybe if it's doesn't get flagged for copyright, maybe I'll put that online. It came with the manual, and it just came with all the neat booklets inside. I think it's complete in box. This is also, it needs this. This is that's the Game Shark CD-ROM for thing in there. Huh. That's interesting. It looks like a PlayStation disc, but that goes in the Dreamcast. I can't wait to try this thing out. And then, last but not least, it's not in the box. Alright, after a mini heart attack, I realized that I actually had already taken it out of the box. When I first got it, I just needed to make sure it was in there. So this plugs into the VNU port on the controller, and this is what is doing most of the work. You need the boot disk to get it going, but then this takes control after. So yeah. Man, if that doesn't scream nostalgia right there, I don't know what does. Oh yeah, remember when videos had to adjust to get the best quality before they started playing?
Interact Accessories welcomes you to the mind-blowing world of video game enhancements with our
I keep forgetting they used to call these video game enhancers, not cheap devices.
CDX, which is more technologically advanced than any other game enhancer on the market today, promises to take your gameplay to higher levels.
Well, anyway, you get the idea of what the video is. It's just a short tutorial of how to get it started, so I'm going to end this here.
The most out of your games.
The next game that I have here is very shiny, so it's playing with my camera a little bit. But this one's called Firehawk. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the one by Comerica. There it is. So this is the one that's actually by Comerica. And what's interesting about these is that on the back, they have these little switches. You can kind of see that there. The point of these is that you're supposed to switch it to position A and use B only if position A doesn't work. I'm assuming that's how they got around the lockout chip. Anyway, yeah, label's on upside down there. So this is Firehawk. And here's what I got. So yeah, here's my retro game rack. I got this at Goodwill, and I paid $5 for the magazine rack. And each of the books were 99 cents, but due to a sticker price event that they had going on, they were actually all 49 cents each. So here are some of the ones I got. I didn't get everything that was there, but I did get just some of the things that interested me. And I should know which ones I already had at home. I actually had a couple of them before. I don't usually collect these, but I really like the artwork, and having them displayed is something I really like to do as well. And here it is. Now, it may not look like much, but you know what this is? Maybe I'll get the disc out and I'll show you better. This is actually a Game Boy player for the GameCube. I have been on the lookout for one of these for a very long time, and I can't wait to show you guys this. I'm actually going to do a video about it, so I'm not really going to do much here with it, but man, I can't believe I finally got one of these. Even though I've been able to find one of these before, but it was always missing this part. This part is very essential if you're collecting these. That is this. You need a Game Boy player startup disc. And this is the North American version, so I can play this on my GameCube. I've been able to find a ton of these that have the Japanese disc, and that doesn't work on my GameCube. So, very excited to try this out. I don't usually get games like this, mainly because I can't find them in my area, but I got Rockman 8 for the Sega Saturn. And the disc itself is in pretty good condition. Because my Sega Saturn has the Action Replay cartridge, it actually is region free now, so it'll play this game with no problem. Very excited I found this game. Cannot wait to try it out. I got, yes, Tengen's Tetris. And it came with this clear plastic sleeve to protect the case. However, the case itself is pretty heavy duty. So here it is, Tetris, the Soviet mind game from Tengen. The sales clerk who sold this to me was very in awe that we actually had the game. He said he never thought he would hold one of these in his hands. I know it's a bit more rare than the Nintendo version of it. And you can see the custom casework here. So somebody got this and took very good care of it. Here's what it looks like inside. Unfortunately, no manual, but the game cartridge is in fantastic condition. Official unlicensed Tengen version. On the back, this looks like some sort of warranty sticker. I've never seen that on the Tengen games, but it has not been removed, so I'm assuming this game's never been taken apart. But aside from a little bit of cleaning I'll have to do for the context and everything, I'm also looking forward to trying this game out. Alright, and the last game that I picked up by itself was this one. This is the original Mega Man for the NES. This is a hard to find game, and when you do find it, it's not likely to be cheap. The only thing I can fault this game for is that it has a little bit of a tear here on the label, and because of that I was able to knock this game down to an affordable price for me at least. So I was very happy to come across this title. I cannot wait to try this out. I am one more game closer to completing a video on the Mega Man games that came out for the NES. So I found this. I think complete in-box Intellivision voice synthesis module. This is the first time I ever came across this item, and I thought for the price that I would pick it up and try it out and see what it does. It looks like there's a volume control knob on the front of it, but let's go ahead and unbox this and see what's inside. So you can kind of see in there, it's just the module. I think the manual came with it too. That's all that's in the box. Take a look at the back. Computing, recording, impulse, drive, deploy. It's got male and female voices. So it's kind of a neat accessory that I didn't think I would find out in the wild. And here's the wonderful instruction manual. I always recommend grabbing the instruction manual with any Intellivision game, mainly because of how much you have to rely on them when you're playing the games. I actually mentioned that in my video about the Intellivision if you want to see that, and the Atari vs. Intellivision series I already did. And here's the module itself. So my understanding is, here we go, here's the front. I'm assuming that's a volume control knob. I'm not sure if the sound comes out of here or if it comes out of the speakers. Maybe both. Anyway, here's the piece that goes into the Intellivision, and then you put your game in the side of there, and then yeah, this adds on the speech functionality to it. This is an original Commodore VIC-20 in the box. I can't tell you whether or not it's complete. I suspect it's close, but I know it for a fact that it's missing at least one item. But yeah. I mean, take a look at this box. First off, it's kind of big, but it is a big computer. Here's the Edge. VIC-20 is the friendly computer. Now, I decided to split this off into its own unboxing video like I usually do, but I thought I'd show it here and show you the price. I also got a couple of cartridge games with it. Included were Frogger and Omega Race. Now, I had heard of Omega Race before, and of course everyone's heard of Frogger, but I'm interested to try these out and see how they perform on this system. Just look at that. So you can tell the box is not in ideal condition. There's some duct tape on the side here. So there's some bowing on this side. However, the box is pretty well in good shape. Mario's Tennis game pack inside. We'll see if it's actually in there in a moment. And someone's taped up this side. So really neat. I like the digital stereo sound as the selling point. So wow, those are some of my favorite finds I had this year, and I think I found a lot of good stuff. So that said, before I let you go, I did want to mention that if you guys have any retro game finds that you found this year, or that you find in the future, go ahead and let me know about them. If you have a picture that you'd like me to showcase at the end of my videos when I do retro game finds, I'm happy to do so. There are a couple ways you can get these to me. First, you can message me on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, and I can get them that way, or you can contact me through my email address. You can find that in the About section of my channel. Even if you don't have any pictures to share, please let me know in the comments what were some of your best retro game finds this year. I'd really like to see what you guys have come up with, and I'd look forward to another year of hopefully showcasing more retro game find videos. That said, I am going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you again so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. If you like what you see, please go ahead and click on that like and subscribe button. Share with a friend. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned because I have more content coming. I'll see you guys next time. If you like this video and you'd like to help out with future projects on this channel, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Also, if you enjoy the content of this channel, please remember to click on this subscribe button. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to see some of the content I've already done, feel free to click on some of the suggestions that are popping up on your screen. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.